I don't know how I'm liking that one. You already know. We'll keep it for a little bit. I don't know about this song. How's everybody's night going tonight? Sunday night. Make sure you guys get what you gotta do before this damn week resets. Hopefully you're not like your boy Sonny and waiting to the last minute here. Yeah, we're just gonna skip a little bit of that one. I wasn't feeling that one too much. I ain't even gonna lie. How many people we got in here? Got 2 healers, DPS, just missing some tanks. We are good to go. I do actually know. Smudge for me, so that's what I'm saying. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Hopefully the mic is louder than the music. I've been tinkering with it, like I said, all day, but that doesn't mean anything because I just have the worst luck I feel when it comes to this shit. I'll be messing with it all day, thinking I got it set up right, and then sure enough, when I got to go officially live and want to start playing now, things start to act up. 2 tanks and 1 DPS. Let me check out my seals. Always good to check the seal vendor, make sure I'm not capped out. Got the radiance. Give me those. Come over here, make sure this one's good. Oh, that's right. They got this new gear. I don't recall if we need it. Let's see. What's going on, Ray? Back playing Neverwinter? Oh yeah, I mean, I've been back for a little bit. I just been working on, you know, I've been mostly working off camera, not even gonna lie. But figure we gotta pick up these streams more. Get myself situated. Slowly start upgrading my stuff. Watching some videos, getting informed about you know, just bringing you guys a good stream just in general in terms of the audio and visually too. Hopefully it's not laggy or anything like that, because that just bothers me. Maybe not as much as you guys, but maybe y'all just fuck with me just for me, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I mean, I got standards. I gotta have the standards, and I wouldn't want to watch a laggy stream, and I couldn't expect my people to watch a laggy stream. So hopefully tonight's a good indication. I'll slowly start to increase, if anything. But this is kind of the base point of where we'll start at for the foreseeable future. No camera though. I did have the camera set up too. Unfortunately, we're gonna be up to it. Not sure. We'll see about the camera. We never know. But game isn't gonna look the prettiest at distance, which you guys can probably see. But as we get a little bit closer, things will load in better. So I'm not too worried about things looking good far away. this black one. I feel the black one, we're gonna try and run for the other ones. If we don't get to them in time, I'll probably be a little bit butthurt, I'm not gonna lie, but ideally I want to go for fire. Let's make this fun. Alright. We'll go with this one. I thought this mod, man, definitely one of the most expensive. More expensive, and yet I am a day one player for console at least. Yeah, this, I agree with that. It does stink. Sorry, I was kind of just figuring out where I wanted to go with your question, but it does stink, especially for you console players. I'm not even gonna lie. The good thing about playing on PC is we have access to the preview server, which just allows us to test pretty much anything and everything that's on the game without any repercussions to our main stuff being affected. So we can pretty much kind of test whatever we want for our guy, and it's copied and pasted, so it's literally our tune. So that is the one advantage, but so definitely can see where things get expensive, and you can't buy Zen anymore. Like, let's just keep it a bean. You can't buy Zen. So if you did miss out on retraining tokens from Winter Festival, or maybe you already used them all up because you know you've been making errors or whatever the case may be, balancing out your stats is you know, more than important than ever, especially with this mod. So you're gonna mess up. You're only human. So I wish they would have gave us some free retraining tokens, and I'm not even gonna lie, a race reroll would have been nice too, just because they did change the roles, the race roles. I mean, and for them not to give us one, it's a little stingy, but because I believe that's like 1,500 without it, and then not on top of everything that they added. You know, fucking Mythic. That was a small implication, but that makes things a lot more expensive. Mythic companions. The Mythic mounts are already a thing. I think you needed like 10 Mythic companions for the max bolster, and that could add up very quickly. So a lot of things. Oh, I'm not running in there. I thought this mod was definitely the most. Wow, the quest for some reason. But yeah. But like also though, for players on console, to save you guys a couple bucks if you really want to, Rainer's Pocket, the character builder. You got a couple things, but his Pocket builder allows you to pretty much copy your tune onto, you know, the computer and balance it from that way as well if you are a console player and you don't have access to the preview. That is an alternative method. It isn't, you know, going to be as easy as the preview server by any means, but it still has the ability to where you can test gear, put on enchantments and, you know, companions, whatever the case may be. So you don't always necessarily have to waste your AD or even your Zen when you're on a console. Hopefully one day in the foreseeable future though, console will have the ability to have access something like that, a test server. You know, I know that'd probably be, you know, a little bit hard to, you know, I'm not even sure if that would be hard to accomplish. I'm not really too savvy or too knowledgeable in that department of things, but it would be nice for everybody to have access to it. Derek White, message retract. Uh-oh. What are you trying to say there, bud? Not really sure at that point. Hopefully that wasn't a question. I don't really know how YouTube works or what they flag. So, if it was a question, I do apologize. Maybe I'll have to word it differently. just kind of chilling all the way over here. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get out of there. Hey, at least we got that out of the main spot, though. How many people are over here? To be honest, the right side is slacking over there a little bit, so we might actually have to. But then I don't feel like there's too many of us over here, so I don't want to run over there and then this side gets too low. But I think it's starting to go up better now, so we'll just leave it out. Give it 18 minutes roughly. Because ideally you want to get one rotation out on this guy. I'm actually going to pop. Just pop whatever potions I got. I think I'm already maxed on power, but get a little bit of accuracy from that as well. Maybe they gotta think about just spawns. What you say? Stats don't really matter in my opinion. The new battle scaling, you can take off all your gear and still running the content solo. See, I'm not even gonna lie, that never even popped into my head to take off some gear and see if actually I'd be a little bit stronger in certain zones. Because right now, especially in this zone, I do have some things capped, so I wonder. That's an interesting thing to check out. I mean, shoot, we could even test that out as solo. Not solo. Going to the preview server one of these days. And fool around there. That'd be a pretty interesting game. But that'd be kind of crazy too. Having less would give you more, essentially. Jeez, nobody grab poison? Did nobody grab poison? Oh, rip. Rip. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, poison's definitely a main head. I don't think you necessarily need to grab the black one, if I had to say. So that you could skip. I feel the black is definitely the easiest. The green, not the right on the money with that one. So I like to grab the fire one so I can jump right over and drop that. I don't know, Derek. I can't lie. For some reason, it keeps unfortunately, it keeps restricting your messages. I'm not sure if it's being just. I don't know why that. Especially if you're only talking about the point. It's like weird. But I have noticed that I have noticed in certain dungeons and stuff when I just kind of pub group. You know, the DPS is pretty much. I don't want to say the same across the board because there will be instances where, you know, you can tell there's a different type of DPS that are in here. But, you know, where I'm at in my level, I do notice even some of the lower level item level guys can keep up with me. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily bother me particularly that much. I mean, I can't really lie. But you know, it does make it is a little bit silly. I can definitely understand the frustration. You put all time and investment into a character, and unfortunately, sometimes you can be overshadowed by somebody who's put in, you know, nowhere near the time you have, pretty much. So mathematically, and just like it doesn't. It's like saying 1 + 1 = 3. You gotta remember, it's cryptic, right? You know, it comes. We have our ups, we have our downs. Hopefully, in the near future, they can work out some kind of patch that balances things away a lot better. Like, this is fresh. That's why I'm kind of giving them some slack. This was a fresh idea, and with anything fresh, if you guys have been playing a while, you guys know that things never come out smoothly. But that's no excuse. That I'm not trying to make excuses for them. You know, if they did want to put this out, then it should have been put out with the intention of it to be ready. Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm in for that. Me. Ha. Is that the Q leader? Snicks. I'm in for that. Because I still need that. Let's see if we can get into that real quick. We still got 17 dark trails. Let's see if did we make the cut? I don't know. It seems like we might. We're the third person in this queue, so I feel we got some seniority here. Let's pop that before we exit, right? I think this is one of my legendary dragon keys. You see, sometimes this is worth getting just for me, guys, because I don't always necessarily get to run that many dungeons. Let me see how many dragon keys I got. 3, 2. Nah. We're gonna hold off on that one. I think it was Aragon who took off his gear and the new Sharndar and was playing. Oh, I see. You know what though? I do want to make a note about Sharndar. It is scaled upwards to allow anybody to play it. So I can understand why that you would even be more powerful over there. Because right here until March 2nd, which is, you know, only a couple days now, we're already on March 28th, February 28th. So we got 2 more days. So Sharndar will be harder. No questions about it. It is easier now just because they wanted everybody to be able to pretty much have access to it, you know, because it is a level 40,000 item level zone. So probably after March 2nd, you know, don't go in there. That would be definitely no bueno. Don't go in there with any other lower level gear, but that's still interesting. Maybe that works in other zones, but definitely I feel with Sharndar that things would change. Which people could be already done with Sharndar if I'm not correct. So I mean, a little bit. We could have a little bit of fun. Still have a little bit of fun. And you're good. I keep. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. It's not even. I was like, yo, YouTube is being dumb right now. That's the one thing I do give about YouTube sometimes. It has its moments of head scratching. But even for this dungeon too. I wonder, like, we're capped. Well, we're only capped on power and defense. But that's interesting. I don't know. 'Cause they also, I mean, Aragon knows his shit. So that is interesting, man. Especially when it comes to testing. And item level, it gives you damage. I mean, that's what it says in the stats, pretty much. Shit. Just by theoretically speaking, I mean, look, character, it's a stat, damage. So that's weird. More item level you have, theoretically speaking, the more damage you should do. That's interesting. It's weird. You got me tripping now, to be honest. You got me tripping. 'Cause I'm like, damn. That makes you think. Like, Are you building your toon the right way then? Like, should you not be going for, you know, highest item level, or should you be building him for more each dungeon? You know what I mean? Kind of having different loadouts for specific dungeons, item levels. So that's pretty. That gives you, makes you think. Now I might have to go previous mission. I'm sitting here spending all this money trying to spec my guy one way, you know, making sure I reach my stack caps and all that, but it's like, wouldn't that be something else, right? That does sound like good. That's the crazy. They did something backwards. I feel that's almost like been in the game for a lot of things, though. Things that aren't supposed to make sense, just do. Dropping the cannons. This guy's taking a hot minute to beat. Jeez. I kind of always keep, I keep like a timer in my head, because every 60 seconds you can use your artifact and your mount power. So I think it's the third time I dropped it. That's definitely a bigger increase. So that's interesting. Wonder how that. I'll figure that out too as well. Oh, this guy has so much hair. Yeah, I mean, we're only at 5 million. So that's, I don't know. So let me check. What gives you, like, especially for me, like I'm a DPS class, so you know I prioritize trying to do the most damage I can for my group, just to make the dungeon go by quicker. I wonder what. See, I've been thinking this whole time item level gives you more damage and shit like that, but I wonder what actually gives you more damage, or if it's a little bit of different things. I think all the content right now is the same difficulty. It scales you to your item. I don't know how the party works. Maybe it scales you all down to certain item. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not very upfront about how things work. I guess it's more for us to decide how things work and then kind of test it. And that's why sometimes I be thinking like they be putting shit out, not knowing how it's going to work, and then we kind of got to figure it out for ourselves. Actually, gonna save this. Uh-oh, dropping the cannons. Watch out. I don't know. Oh, that was actually good timing on that. I was like, damn, why the hell did I drop it? Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. What is this? This is the epic dungeon queue, right? We want to give you those baby seals? That's kind of cheap. This was the dungeon queue, right? I don't even remember, because I feel like we only got the baby seals. We didn't even get the fallen seals. We got the adventure seals, as if that we were running low level content. They switched that shit up too, and I didn't even notice. Because I know you get your first batch gives you the. Oh, we are running. I have to look at this. I could have sworn before this update with the new combat shit, or maybe not. Maybe it's over. Maybe I'm just sweet. I thought we used to get better seats from the epic dungeon, especially. I mean, shit, them boss fights are taking 3 damn minutes. 3 minutes, like, think about it, right? Those boss fights are taking 3 minutes a pop, and they're only gonna give us the, oh, shit. I figured that was gonna kill me, but I don't know. I guess I was just too, I'm not even gonna lie, I was too lazy to move. I don't know why I was too lazy to move, but it doesn't make much sense. All I had to do, I didn't have to do that. Figured I would just stand there like an idiot. Don't mind me. Oh, we got a, oh, wow. What? Wait a minute. Isn't there? All right, we're gonna take some notes because I could have sworn there was a campfire. I could have sworn there's a campfire. They might have robbed us. They might have robbed us here, guys. Oh, they wilding right now. Oh, they're getting mad at me. They're talking shit. My bad, Cryptic. Don't get mad at me. Cause watch, there's a campfire right here, or else I'm tweaking. I gotta be OD tweaking, but there's a fire right here, isn't there? Yep. I knew. You see? Nah, Cryptic just Cryptic, stop playing with me, dude. Stop playing with me. Like, don't get butthurt. If y'all mess up on Sonny, y'all mess up on Sonny. It's okay. Don't take it personal. I'm just messing with you. I don't know why that did that for. And there, oh, I was about to say, is there one up there too? Let's see. Now these waiting there. Wait. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Oh, wow. Y'all see that? Look at that. You see, I'm glad I'm live streaming this shit, dude. That's crazy. That stuff doesn't happen to me when I get to live stream. We passed 2 damn campfires. And didn't get to spawn at either one of them. See, I didn't even know that one. Just keep it going. My bad. Damn it! been in here slacking. Alright, let's switch our switch it up. Got text the misses. Nah. You know she's gonna move from right there, but we'll still drop her. No, she stood there for a while. Oh, she wanted to get hit with those cannons. Don't run away now. Derek, my phone about to die, got to go. If you have the Gale companion to use, he's a summon. He does a shit ton of damage and faster cooldown than Zuna. Interesting, really. I think I know who you're talking about. Always appreciate you stopping by the stream, bud. Yeah, you know I love you guys out there watching. Even if it's just for a little bit. Have a good rest of your night, or wherever you're at. If it's daytime, I don't think it's daytime anymore, but not really too up to date in my geography. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if it's daylight anywhere, but I believe it is. Yeah, I think it's daylight somewhere. So if you're having a good night, where I'm at, like me, but if you are having a good day, Frederick, are you not able to buy Zen after mod 20 drops? It's not that you can't buy Zen, it's just that the backlog is just, it's ridiculous. The backlog is just insane. I think on PC it's up to like 60 million. So, I mean, that's, I don't even know. I can't even, they couldn't give you an ETA on when you would get Zen converted. I've heard people say it takes months. I've heard people say they've gotten it quicker than that. So you know what I mean? I've never gotten kind of the definitive answer. I've heard people say they haven't gotten Zen transferred at all, and they had it up there for months. So you know, the general consumption is, though, you can't buy Zen, at least not at will. You know what I mean? As long as the Astral Diamond exchange is in the game, they can always fall back on the, oh, you could buy Zen, but I mean, look at this. Astral Diamond exchange, buy Zen, no, sell Zen. I mean, it's up to 67 million, like, that's just OD. Thank you. That was good. That was actually nice. We got to start off our live stream getting our dungeons out of the way. That's a dragon key. Can't you? I remember you could buy keys.
Do you have Astral Diamond?
I don't know what keys you can buy. This can get you Malabog and Master of the Hunt. Okay. I don't really. Where can you get the? I think that's acquisition. Wolf. Many coins. Yep, Temple of the Spider. Alright, you see? That's why it's also good to run your campaigns, because you can make keys for certain ones. Unfortunately, we didn't ever really start acquisitions. So we're going to pass on that key. I have an 80 cleric and I have a trouble getting my high level gear. What do you mean you're having a hard time getting your level? Getting higher gear? Like, you just mean seal vendor gear? Because I mean, honestly, the vendor from come over here to the Emperor to talk to the seals guy. Just running dungeons, what I just did right there, bud. Running my daily and weekly trial will net you seals that you can buy gear with. And you said you're on a healer. If you're on a DPS healer, I mean, or if you're on just a healer, well, I guess there's only really one But either you're on a healer or you're a DPS. That is what I mean. You can buy any of this gear here for seals. This is some new stuff, the crown set. It's not, unfortunately, the best what is it? Not companion bonus. Equip bonus is what I meant to say. It's not the best equip bonus, but it gets the job done. It will give you item level, which, you know, is supposed to give you damage right here. So, I mean, as you can see, my guy's gear isn't anything too crazy. Either getting it from the seal vendor, or if you haven't ran a Varnish yet, let me see. If you spend this right here, the chaotic writings, for Jumba bags, I don't know if you know what they are, but even Jumba bags can give you a chance of getting very good gear. You can actually get probably one of the better boots in the game from the Jumba bags. This gives you 5% damage raw, which is really good. Really good. I don't think there's too many better boots than that, to be honest. Other than that, you know, it just takes a little bit of time. Sometimes even running the end game content, or quote unquote end game content, like dungeons. Not dungeons, sorry, epic dungeons, more specifically. Running LOM will net you some solid gear that you can put on if need be. But hopefully that helps a little bit. It can be frustrating a little bit in the beginning, especially if you're a newer player, not being able to, you know, people don't want to necessarily invite you. Let's just keep it real. But a lot of the times, but just queue up with the random. That's how I had to do it in the beginning, and that's how I encourage people to start off. Just hop in there. It says it's going to be a 12-minute wait. That varies. If you're support, you're going to get in there quicker. If you're a DPS, you're going to be waiting a while, but you just pop this and you go do whatever activities you got to do, and eventually you will get in. You know, there's always people running dungeons, so there's nothing to worry about there. Or you could did what I did if you caught the beginning of the stream. We just asked for invites here in the Enclave is another great place. But a lot of times people are mostly looking for support. That's why if you are looking, just for anybody out there, if you're looking to play Neverwinter, you probably know. Support classes, if you're just looking to run strict dungeons, are going to have a better and easier time getting into anything. So that's something to take into consideration when you guys are making a character for Neverwinter. Is you guys, if you guys don't want the necessarily long wait times, or you just enjoy running dungeons, maybe make a tank or a healer. People are going to love you. Or you can make, you know, there are a couple classes that have the dual purpose. The Paladin, you can play a tank or a healer. The Cleric is healer DPS. The Warlock is a healer DPS. The Barbarian is a tank DPS. So there are a couple classes that have a dual purpose role. So you could go with that alternatively as well, which is not a bad choice. Unfortunately, the Wizard is just strictly DPS. We do have the, where is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Powers. View other path. We do have the Thaumaturgeon. That kind of is a little bit, I guess you can kind of say a little bit of a debuff kind of support wizard path, but I don't know if I would officially say it's a support wizard, but it's just more of a different playstyle than the Arcanist one as well. I'm trying to see though, because we did run our dungeons, but I don't think we made enough money for today. No, we didn't. So I'm gonna try to run some other, either getting to another dungeon queue or a trial. That's why I should have took one of them damn chests when we had the opportunity, just because of the fact is, that's why it's good to make keys. Don't be like your boy Sonny. I give good advice, but I don't always necessarily take it. But if you have the campaign currency, make sure you guys are making the keys every day. Sometimes I grab them, sometimes I don't. I can't even lie. Let me show you. I just nailed my mic. Sorry about that. Let me see. I keep hitting the wrong button too. Come on, get that out of there. Okay. Right here. Storm King's Thunder. This is FBI. Tyranny is Shores of Tehran. Temple of Tiamat. Maze Engine. I don't think Maze Engine has a key. No, it does not. Under Mountain has Lam and Tom keys. I'm actually going to grab my Lam key for the day. I just mostly stack these up too because this dungeon, this one still people run. It's a good dungeon. It's not too bad if you haven't ran it. If you have, then you already know. Moving on, a couple more. There is Icewind Dale, Jungles of Chult, Ravenloft. I believe majority of these you're able to make a key out of. It's probably easier to name the ones you can't. Maze Engine, like I said, you can't make a key. Elemental Evil, no key. And yeah, obviously PvP you can't make a key neither, but this is kind of like this is not really a campaign, at least in my eyes, even though it literally says PvP campaign. There's no story mode to that or story line. Doesn't look like anybody's. Doesn't look like too many people are posting right now for DPS. That's what I'm saying. A lot of the time, sometimes y'all could just be sitting here. But we'll see a couple more minutes here before we go ahead and figure out what else we got to do here for tonight. Like I said, it would be nice to cap 100,000, but hey, sometimes you don't always get what you want, unfortunately. It is already Sunday too. What time is it? So it's 8 o'clock. So I'm a little surprised. I mean, I could probably post a group too, but to be honest with you guys, I don't have too good of a luck making groups anymore. I started playing when it was just team up. Oh man, that was mod like 6. The guy streaming, is it Sunny or Sorry? Ha! Hey, you can call me whatever you want. It's not late for dinner. Damn. A lot of people are asking for invites. A lot of people need the support, like I'd be saying. 2 DPS. Those guys are looking for a group. I think we're gonna get out of here, guys. Doesn't. Let's go head over to our Sharandar. This is the definite. I don't want to fall behind on getting this Sharandar. Getting this done. I have a habit of falling behind on the mod stuff. I can't lie. Oh, we got Frick. He doesn't have a mission. We have a mission, right? No? Neither one of these guys have missions. We must already have them all. We're gonna switch to our AoE. I always do this. This is a little tip from me to you guys. When you're running solo and you don't want to keep always using potions and shit, put on Redemption. Just switch it out when you when you're running a dungeons or something like that, if you don't really care that much. Because don't get me wrong, the companion bonuses give you a big buff, especially some of the debuffs. I don't think I have any. The armor break is really good. There's a couple of other ones that will, right here, slowed reactions. This will reduce an enemy's deflect. So there's a couple on here that could be good for your group and not just necessarily for yourself. But redemption, like I said, that will give you the little heal over time effect. It's almost like, I don't want to say lifesteal. Maybe regen. It's almost like regen, but for combat. Because it's not anything crazy. Because you will die sometimes if you do take too much damage. At the same time, it will also keep you alive in certain instances. It seems I already had some missions started. Not sure. Kill 5 enemies, no one will. Try it. I just hit that thing twice. What do we gotta kill? I'm terrible at finding enemies. Specific enemies. There's an HE right here. Look like a butterhead because I can't find it. Oh, right here. Right? Yep. My boy Sonny's a little... I'm not the best at traversing this map. Still got a lot to do. We got it. Oh, we got that done already. I was gonna see if there's another one up after this one. If you guys haven't experienced Mod 20 yet, if you're on console, the HE spawn rate is pretty low. Not pretty low, I meant the opposite. It's pretty high, like they come back quickly. So it isn't, you're not waiting too long, which is good. Comparable to sometimes with the other zone, you have to switch instances repeatedly and sit there and almost snipe heroics. This one you'll notice, we'll probably see another one here within a minute or two. Whether it's the big one or another small one that we need to do. Then the heroics, they give you the shattered diamonds that you need. Rainer did a video opening like, I don't know, some crazy amount. Y'all know, if y'all watching me, y'all probably know Rainer already. But he opened a crazy amount to show you guys kind of the drop rate. Go ahead and check that out if you want to see more. They give you 20 seals of the fallen. This will help that one guy who was saying he was having problems with getting some gear. You can pretty much just run HEs, collect those seals, and just buy whatever gear you want. There's no cap on the fallen. Was that the fallen sea? The deep one? One of those two. Yeah, this is a dead end. See? Don't ask me for directions, guys. I need a GPS. I really probably should just put on my map indicator thing. And I just ran into another fucking dead end, dude. Alright. Probably by the time we get there, it's gonna be over. I'll be surprised if this isn't. Why? Where am I? Oh, come on. Yeah, it's over. Alright, we missed it. Because my ass could not fucking... Alright, next time I'm just gonna put up the little... We're just gonna use this. We're not even gonna try to be a boss about it. Oh, that one was right here. Look, I probably would have overshot this one. Guaranteed, see? Anytime there's an HE, we're just gonna use that little guiding map thing or whatever it's called. A little cheat sheet. And they're pretty quick, the HEs too. I want to know that as well, because it's already over. We're actually just gonna chill right here for a minute. Just kind of wait for the next one to spawn. We do need the big one. And I'm also looking up. The big one spawned. Look at that. We're getting pretty lucky right now. If we, like I said, if your boy Sonny would have just used this little navigation thing instead of trying to just eyeball it, we probably would have been done. We gotta do this big one and then one more small one after this. This guy's already posting big HE7. Is that where I'm at? No, I'm in HE1. I'll just put it here. If I could spell big HE1. I don't think anybody's here yet. People are saying 7, but so I'm pretty sure 7 might be done already. Try to get this one going. Man. I'm surprised I don't even see nobody coming over here on the map. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there's only 10 people here. There's only 10 people. Let's post it again. See if we can get it to at least enough so we can beat it. Oh, big HE7 hasn't started? Oh, give me that then. We'll just go to 7 then. Can't beat him, join him. If he wants to send me an invite. There we go. Boom. That works too. I don't know where the campfires are, but let's see. Oh, they put us all the way at the beginning. Alright, yeah, we're definitely gonna use our marker. We don't want to take up too much time here. Going down a dead end like last time. We got the stag. Justin, I actually pulled this from a dungeon the other day. We'll talk about it real quick, and it fits the theme perfectly for Shandar as well. So I'm actually pretty happy that I got this guy. He is a little bit on the expensive side if you look at him. At least on PC, I'm not sure. Oh, I almost went the wrong way. At least on PC, he's expensive. I think last time he was like 700k, but I got him out of the epic dungeon boxes, and with the new premium rewards that they give you, I thought they were just a myth. I'm not even gonna lie, but I could say officially, at least for myself, they are not a myth. You get epic mounts. Now the next goal is to pull a legendary, but I guess we'll take baby steps. We'll take the epic mount, no doubt about it. There is that challenge of the god thing right now? Just kill 5 enemies. I was about to use an at-will, just not even realizing it. Oh, I think I just wasted my daily. I did. Dang it. What happened? Reduce this music noise. Music noise is coming in too loud. My apologies. Oh shit. Alright. I mean, I probably gotta move my mic closer and shit like that. I mean, I be knocking it around. I probably already hit it like 3 times since we started live streaming, so it probably got away from me a little bit. But yeah. Let me know. Hopefully the music is better. Thanks for pointing that out, bud. Appreciate it. Defeat General Orgic. Oh, he sparked all the way up here. I don't remember. Dropping the cannons on them, boys. Bang. Dang. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Ain't no way. Now that's tough. Oh, we still got that one up at the beginning. If we can make it there. Oh, maybe not. There's another. Oh, wow. They must have known we were coming. Look at this, guys. Thank you, Neverwinter gods. Sometimes they be in my favor. Because we needed this heroic. No, I missed a turn. No, come on. Where is it? Right here. Yep, okay. Would have been a little upset. We already missed one heroic today. I think 2 would have been a little unacceptable. What else we gonna do? Collect 5 chests. Oh, that's from the Enclave lady. That's how delayed I am. I pick up that quest. When did I pick that quest? I felt like Monday? No, I couldn't pick it up Monday. Don't listen to me. That shit came out on Thursday. I think I picked it up on Thursday, and I haven't played since then. Like I said, coming on and getting my key, really, that's not really playing to me. But that's about all I've been able to do, really. Who is that? How the hell did you get in here, Daisy? Get out of here. Go beat it like Michael, kid. Oh, you actually listened to me for once. That's a surprise. She must be in a good mood. You in a good mood, Daisy? Let's go. Wow. You never listen to me. Wow. I'm a little surprised. Oh, these guys must be farming Big A cheese. I'm actually going to leave the group. Thank you guys. Appreciate the invite. Much love. But I got to get these missions turned in. Let's see about doing some more, probably. Let's see what we got to do now. here. Talk to this guy.
Whatever this new threat might be, we shall
Or might
stop
not.
it all the same.
This guy then.
Something is amiss in Sharon. Excellent.
Thank you.
You return.
Thank you.
Of all the creatures.
Let's see if we can make something in our campaign. Claim rewards. Yep. Boom. 100,000 diamonds, boy. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. Robe of the Lake. And I'm not feeling that. Maybe if I get the color on it and I actually check it out with my stuff on, it will look better, but I'm not gonna lie, as it stands. What happened? Oh, we gotta get this guy, 125. Okay. Complete milestone 3. And complete milestone 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these ones then real quick. We are almost at milestone 3. Actually, though, we're at where we at? Like 115 maybe, around there or something. I can't see the exact number, but we'll definitely be able to get the milestone 3. Let's see, we gotta kill, just defeat, ruin red caps, collect trinkets. Alright, let me see. Collect trinkets. You guys had to say collect trinkets. Let me see. Is this the smalls? Yes. Okay, so. Oh, I think I see it. Inventory full? Really? That's another thing. We need more bag space. Because every time I turn around, we're running out of space. No, we don't need them. Alright. Gather 3 skill. No, we don't want that. We don't want that, unfortunately. He's doing that. We'll just do this thing. Nope, we didn't get nothing that time. Okay. Alright. You're being a little stingy. Gonna make us work for it. I see you. I see you, Cryptic. Then what do you want us? Then what do you need from me? Over here? Yep. I think I see one on the table. I gotta go. No, don't be. I was about to start wigging. I was about to start wigging on this person. Don't give me that, dude. I don't want him. You can take care of that yourself, pimpin'. Got that. Alright, I guess we're gonna fight these guys. Just in my mind. Oh, we got our one. Love that. We got our the one I wasn't even going for first. So I'm not even gonna lie, I'm going for the trinkets. But oh, I see one on the floor here. Oh, this guy didn't even like this. Hit with anything. Really? Keep it. Stand behind that. He didn't take no damage. Okay. Oh, 6 out of 8. So there's one right here. Now we're on a roll. And there's one. This is a dead end. Let's rescue these guys. They seem to need some help. Don't worry. We're here. We will save you. And sure enough, for our good deeds, we got a iron trinket. No good deed goes unturned, guys. Even Neverwinter respects good deeds. Take notes. Gotta help out the NPCs. I might have figured out the system. Yeah. I keep bringing up the map like it's gonna change, but the missions went by pretty quick. I feel like last time they were a little bit longer. Maybe we're just getting that, but we're just getting better at it. Ugh. I'm not sure if we'll have enough for what we need though if we turn these in right now. Let's see. Red caps, complete. That's 10. If I was at 15, I believe that would be enough. Oh! My math was on point there for once. Oh wow, it says right here. Oh man. I don't know how I didn't see this before. Maybe I didn't even realize it, but we're at 125 now for sure. There's the store. You guys are on console. Get a little sneak peek of what is in here. I don't personally think any of these things stand out to me. I mean, they are single stat shirts and pants. And these rings. Oh, that ring seems to give a decent amount of stats. Yeah, I mean, those rings, I can't lie. Those give some good stats. They are only one slotted, though. That's the downfall. And here is the force. This is the hat, or the headpiece you want to be going for. This gives the 5% extra damage in all of Sharndar. I think you can only unlock this from the new dungeon, so it is going to take a while before you get to unlock it. But one of the things I did notice that you want to go for here with this new mod.
Deep in the ruins, us.
Oh, we actually got some more missions. I think one of those had to have been a new one.
While
And a scouting party.
those iron trinkets,
Okay,
I spent some time
we're moving up. Let me see though how much.
I find it odd.
So we still got 60 more. Well, these ones are a little bit spread out more. So the first one, I guess we'll just follow the arrow and just let it guide us. There's something right here. Do we need that? I don't know. There's something here that we need. Why y'all don't play around with him, chicken? You better kill him, boy. There we go. The pot? No, right here. Oh yeah, apple. What did we do this? Oh, we did that instead. I figure it was one of those two things we had to interact with. So it was the guy though. Now we know for sure. And this, I think we just gotta kill people. These ones are cooking. Inventory full again? Oh, we gotta convert this. That's taking up space. This is taking up space. A lot of things are taking up space. Let's do this. Let's just convert some of the final importance. Because this shit is just being annoying. Now we got more space. Oh, you know what? We missed a couple of things. Let's convert the moonstones. Even more space. fighting up there, so we'll let him handle that. I want to jump in on his parade. Doesn't seem to be too many enemies right here. Though he might be killing them too. I assume he has. That's too far out of the zone, I feel. So. Guess we're gonna keep up with him. The circle is too big. Let's see if these guys are part of the circle. Didn't look like it. Nope. They keep giving us them damn skill node ones too. Ah, no, I'm jumping in on this one. Sorry, bud. Sorry. Now that I know these guys are very limited to this spot only, gonna have to keep a sharp eye up right there. Oh, we got another one. Nice. I feel like the one's gonna spawn back here and then next. Somewhere over here it should spawn. No? Alright. Guess we gotta wait a little bit longer. Let me see. Man. Nothing. I feel like these take longer to spawn than the heroic encounters. The damn mobs. Oh no, come on, no. Wow. No, come on. Wasn't quick enough. I freaking right there. I don't even know how homeboy killed them so quick, to be honest. 'Cause look, I took me a good 20 seconds. That's alright, we got it. Nonetheless. And Cryptic, I've been complaining about this for a while. It still hasn't caught on, man. We gotta keep pushing for this. Auto pickup. I just want stuff to come into my bag. Like the gold, the whatever. And you can set your quality threshold already. So for those players out there who don't want all the green stuff or even uncommon stuff, or maybe you want the green and not the uncommon, you can set your threshold for whatever quality you want. Trying to figure out as I was talking. Oh, alright. 10 no encounter powers. Okay. Doesn't say nothing about at will, so I mean at wills, dailies. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Oh, he's back. He's back. Jeez Louise. Look at this dude over here. Damn near Hercules. Homeboy is just melting things. And we need 3 more for this challenge. Trying to pick my fights wisely too. I'm noticing these guys. See, I really don't want that big guy. But we almost got it. I was hoping. This chicken is not fighting, dude. Like, what is this dude doing? Too very like, man, this dude's slacking on the job right now. Do not. Still gotta do the battle plan part. Maybe we gotta switch him out a little bit. See what's his problem. It's not really. Summon another. Let's bring out the kid. Let's bring out the Magus. Magus. Magus? Not really. Probably butchering his name. Let's bring him out for a little bit though. Switch it up. See if he wants to contribute more to the team. I don't know if it was just me or that seemed to go a little quicker. That seemed to go a little quicker right there. We might have a new contender. Uh-oh. That chicken, he just lost his, this is like the NFL. He just lost his starting role because I don't know if it's just me right now, but this shit seems to be dying. But it's actually seems, look, boom. I felt before with the chicken I had to use my at-wills. Now I don't even have to use that. We'll see though. We'll test it on him. You see it on this guy over here. What do we need? Oh, we gotta free this guy. Free yourself.
I shall return to new shells
No,
and
what
have
happens here?
my thanks.
We're gonna go around you. I'm not trying to mess with you right now. We're actually just looking for our friend. It doesn't look like he's here. Alright. Where you at, bud? Well, let's just beat up on these guys. Figure out where's our buddy at. He keeps smacking me around. Okay. Maybe we gotta fight one of these guys too. Oh, that's what we do actually. We gotta take a second. I thought we were still on the free ranger guys. But we might be done with it. Well, this guy is gonna probably take a while before he spawns again, so let's go to that. Oh wow, we already got knocked off somehow. That's interesting. Which way we gotta go? See if we can get this right now without having to use the go down here. Nope. Ah, come on. We'll figure this out. We got it. We got it. This way? Nope. This way. Look, it looks like you just go right here. No, but you don't. How do you get up there? Unbelievable. We're just gonna have to do this. Cause I don't know. We got lost again. I thought I had it that time, guys. I really did. That's 2 for 2 right now. 2 for 2 already. I'm swinging and miss. 3 strikes and I'm out. Let's see though. Where did I go wrong? Besides, you know. Oh, I didn't even see this. Well, this is what I was trying to go for, but I didn't know that. Alright. I'll give him that one. Feel like that one was a little hard, so maybe we won't take a strike out on that one. What did we have to even do again? Defeat. Oh, this is what we gotta do. We gotta defeat the Cyclops. But most importantly, we gotta free our bud here. So let's just go right here. Oh, we're gonna go down. Woo! Woo! Ready. Paul. Me and my brother just started playing together on PS4. Well, congratulations, bud. You got a hell of a journey ahead of yourself. What classes did you guys make? That's a very important. That's a very important aspect of this game. If you want some input real quick, if you guys are looking to kind of maximize your effectiveness, is maybe not the right word I want to use, but you know, just kind of have the most accessibility. One of you guys would be a tank and the other would be a healer, or vice versa, or there's a couple of classes in the game that you can actually be both, or even one could be a support and one DPS too. That wouldn't be a bad alternative. But for y'all both to be a DPS, that'd probably be the hardest one for you guys to run content, just because being one DPS already now, the way the game is it's a struggle. I'm not even gonna lie. The queues are longer, finding groups is sometimes harder. But if you're a support, even when you're a support and you invite another DPS, your still queue times will come up quick regardless. So something to think about as well too.
Something is amiss and your skill is mine. This I can see.
But I do recommend also watching some videos, regardless if it's mine, you know what I mean? You can watch, there's Nova's, Northside, Galactic, the Nick Flow, you know what I mean? The list goes on and on. Garland, don't want to leave out anybody, but you know, I know I missed a couple, but you guys know, just look up Neverwinter, and plenty of content creators out there all do a good job explaining things, and regardless of whatever class you pick, there's somebody out there for you. New campaign. Wow. We got, what, we got 20 from that? That's kind of stingy. They're stingy with this shit. Well, they make you work. See, if I use the shirt, it doesn't really fit mine.
Don't let me drown. Don't.
I'm actually gonna cut that for a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. Get out of break. Let me see. Ooh, I do like this. Sorry, I got a little distracted here, guys, with the fashion. Cause I was gonna put on that cloak, but I don't really have anything at the moment that kind of fits with it. That's alright. Probably one of these two. Because what the one we got on now does not fit with it. I mean, maybe. We'll clear this. Oh, I cleared it too much. Boy. Just have to do that. Boom. My thing is trying to figure out how to get boons. I just started playing myself. I made a rogue assassin. That's a very good question. Alright, first start off with your campaigns. Throughout Neverwinter. There, you know, this is your journal. If you're on PC, you hit the arrow key, or it's actually up here for you, this arrow key, but it's essentially here. And if you're on the console, I believe you hit start and navigate over to it using the bumpers. But this is where you essentially get your boons from, completing the campaign as you progress throughout Neverwinter. So probably I would say the first campaigns are the ones right here. Acquisitions Incorporated, Elemental Evil, level 60. Where's the other one? I could have sworn there was another one that was pretty low. Maybe not. So essentially these two are the first ones where you could start getting boons right here. Usually the campaigns will anywhere be between 4 and 6 of them. The bigger ones like Storm King's Thunder, Tyranny of Dragons. Oh, that's the one that you could start low, actually. Tyranny of Dragons, you could start at 26. So this is the first one that you can actually get working on. So you might want to look into this as soon as you hit 26. Get a head start on your boons. And they're right over here for you. So pretty much it kind of works hand in hand with itself. You have to do these tasks, which you'll get missions, and those missions you'll have to do. They give you markers on the map and everything to go to them, and then pretty much you do this 3 times, it unlocks this boon, and if you go up more, it unlocks this boon, and just follows that pattern. And that's pretty much how all the campaigns work, essentially. A couple of them you can cheat the system and go straight for the boons. Where is it? I don't even know. Now it seem like you can't, but I know there's a couple. Is it this one? Nope. Nope. I can't find it now. I could have sworn there was one of these where you could just go straight for the boons. It's gonna bother me if I. Yeah, Ravenloft. Ravenloft, I think, might be one of the. I think there's only like 1 or 2, but I know Ravenloft right here for sure is where you can kind of skip going through the campaign. If you don't really want to go through it, which I do recommend since this is your first playthrough, experience all the campaigns. But if you necessarily don't want to, the boons, you can just buy them. But yeah, other than that, it's just kind of a process and a grind to get them. They'll just accumulate over time. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. Since you are starting out new, just take it slowly. You don't want to kill yourself with trying to do too many campaigns at once. Like for me, and I got I think like 2 or 3 going on at a time, just so I don't feel overwhelmed or feel like I have to put pressure on myself to get them done. I just want to enjoy myself essentially at the end of the day. And yeah, if it takes me a little bit longer than the average player, then so be it. Let's see. Well, hopefully I explained it well enough for you, bud. And Rogue, if you are Rogue, I would check out Galactic for sure. Galactic puts out great content just in general, but he does main a Rogue. Aragon has a couple Rogue videos, but I really wouldn't say. I would say Aragon is more pally based. But yeah, for sure, definitely check that out. You're only level 35 too, so yeah, you're 35. I would start Tyranny of Dragons whenever you can, just to get a head start, because they do take a while. I mean, these were essentially released in increments, every year since the game was released. One would come out, so expect for them to take a couple months, depending on how much you can complete in a certain day. Every once in a while, though, you will get events called double campaign currency, and essentially it's what the name says. It will give you double of whatever campaign it is for that weekend, and that is a huge buff. Those might also entice you to run maybe that one for that specific duration, just to kind of gain an advantage on it. So there's a couple ideas. And then there is the just because I will say it is an option, I don't recommend this option, but of course you can just buy the campaigns outright from the Zen market. I don't recommend doing it because you won't be able to experience the campaign itself, but essentially you buy this or any of these for any matter for 2,000 Zen, or I think a couple of them. Nope, they're all 2,000, so they're all 2,000. Yeah, they all just you buy it and you get all the boons, you get the campaign done, you get the rewards for it and everything. The only thing you don't do is, well, you don't have to do any quests necessarily. Yeah, no problem, bud. Glad to help you out. I mean, it can feel like a lot, but just hey, just take it one day at a time. You know, you don't always. You know, I know it's probably you see like people, even like myself with you know, some of the things we got on, but don't rush it. You know, just learn the game and you'll be able to have more fun with it. To be honest. Sorry, I gotta get a drink. What are you doing, Daisy? I didn't. Why you like right underneath? You know, you're a pain in my ass sometimes, kid. You're a pain in my ass. Oh shit. Alright, I'm back. Whew. I just needed something to drink. I ain't even gonna lie. Let's see who's online. Hey, got this guy right here, Frosty Bite. Leveling up a tune. Nice wizard. I like that choice. Can't even lie. Alright though. You see though, I can't lie. I'm getting worn out. I'm not gonna even. I think I'm gonna take a break from Sharndar for a little bit. That whole you see that gets to me. I can't lie. Doing the same missions over and over. They're very repetitive to me, and I don't really like that as much.
Welcome to Sharandar.
And they're only giving me 5 a pop. I'm not, so it's a little pain in the ass. Let me see if I can kind of do anything else, at least for the time being. Let me go back to the Enclave. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me see if I can get another dungeon in for tonight, and see if we can cap off this money, get this 100,000. I'm gonna try to quest it out. I like to grind things out. I'm an old World of War player. Then oh yeah, for sure. And that's good too. Like I said, I mean, I just threw that option out there just because, you know, there is those people out there who, hey, you know, they got the money and it's in the game. So I mean, I can't knock it. You know, to each their own, as I always say. But it definitely takes away from the experience of the game. But yeah, I actually can't say I've ever played World of Warcraft though. I have heard a lot about it. So I'm not sure if there's really a lot of similarities between these two games. I do believe though there's like a market base in that game. There's a market in this game, an auction house, so which is player based. This could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. You can play it. You can sometimes get things for a good price. You can get things sometimes somebody didn't add enough. Ooh, excuse me. Somebody didn't add enough zeros, for instance, and maybe 100,000 instead of 1,000,000. So you can kind of get those things every once in a while. Don't happen too often, but I have seen a couple times where people have made pretty significant amounts too on just somebody forgetting a zero. Let me see though. See what's on sale. VIP still. I did actually snatch some VIP up. I can't lie, guys. They did get me on that. If I do recommend anything in this game, it is VIP if you do plan on staying for a little bit. VIP is pretty much a system in this game that lasts for 30 days. You pay, you know, $10 a month, I would say, roughly, is kind of what I estimate. I do always try to get a coupon on it, though. So I do save 200 Zen on it. So I do get it for 800, like it is on sale right now for 800. And I'm trying to see if I can get the details of it just to kind of show you. And actually it does. The big thing is you get the enchanted key. And that comes as soon as you buy it. And then pretty much all the other rewards come later on. And, you know, every time you buy a month, you get a rank. So, it, you know, essentially it would take you a 12 months to get the full experience, unless you wanted to buy more months in and at a time. But other than that, that'd be the only thing that I spend my money on in this game, to be honest. And I actually have my free key, so I get to show you an example. Right here it is. You get the free key, and every day, and that key is actually in the market as well. If you come to keys, it costs 125. So essentially, if you spend 1,000 and you only come on 11 days minimum out of the 30 days, you still made your money back off of the VIP. And that's not that doesn't talk about anything else. That doesn't include the content from the box you open, or the trade bars, or whatever you get. So right now we will open it. This is pretty much a standard open. I would say this is average. It's just an average one. We got a cube, which you could sell or you can keep. I keep them. They let me see what I want to say. They allow you to change your stats on your weapon, so they're good to have. The trade bars, as I was talking about, these are essentially a type of currency that allows you to buy pretty much whatever you need in the game. I'll show you where you can do that at as well. And this is just refinement, the jade out. So you come over here, you spend your trade bars, and essentially you can get from potions to companions to companion tokens, which allow you to upgrade your companions. And you'll learn about that stuff as you progress in the game or watch videos. So if you do open up boxes, you just save those and use them for whatever you want. That's why I was looking at Boons. I heard it from you. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't lie, the game has changed a little bit. Back in the day, well, not even really back in the day, before this combat change update, so I mean it's only been like a month, I believe, or so, Boons used to give item level, and I don't want to say that they're not as important, but they're not. I mean, I hate to say it, but they definitely took a scale in terms of importance down. Stats are, the amount of stats you get off of each one is pretty insignificant, even at rank 5, and it adds up. Something's better than nothing, as I always say, but the couple big ones are movement speed. So there are good ones in here, don't get me wrong, but it does suck that they kind of did take a back seat a little bit. But still, nonetheless, very important. I do recommend getting. But I also just let me see. What I also like to do, it stinks. I do gotta make some updated videos. I'd be slacking, I'm not even gonna lie, because a lot of the old videos, even other content creators out there, stuff is different now. There's no more bondings. I know a lot of my older videos talk about bondings being important in the game, and there's no more bondings in the game, so there's pretty much information that's outdated right there. So it is a whole new game now, so I definitely gotta sit down and make some videos and get on my bully and stop slacking. I just slack too much, that's what it is, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so especially for new players out there, things are changed now, so I can't lie. A couple of things, you don't necessarily now more than ever, your just main objective is to get to, in my opinion, 80, regardless of what. I mean, there is this zone, Elemental Evil. This is the only zone I recommend doing as you're leveling up. If you don't, you will skip it, unfortunately. You just, if you follow the game, you level up. Even if you don't join a guild, I think you skip this zone anymore, just because you level up so quickly in this game as compared to before. But I even passed this up and this is a zone to level up from 60 to 70, and you get boons from here. And unfortunately, I'm just too lazy to go back. I just kind of, this is just such an old zone. And then, to my knowledge, they're supposed to be switching the way leveling up works in the near future. I'm not sure if it's going to come this year at some point towards the end. Excuse me. But there's supposed to be a whole new way to level up anymore. So that might change videos that I make now about talking about how to level up and what to do. So I'm a little iffy on exactly what kind of videos I want to make at this time. Not to say that, you know, games don't change, but this game is changing a lot right now at a pretty significant rate. So I kind of like to maybe give it like another month or so, just to kind of wait for that, especially because console doesn't have mod 20 yet neither. You guys don't have the new Sharndar, and you know, that's when I kind of know things will be a little bit more balanced when you guys get your stuff. So probably when you guys get your mod is when I'll start putting out videos, because then the game will be at a state for a while, like, you know what I mean. So that's mainly the that's one of the definitely the big reasons. I'm just kind of, I'm not lying, I'm trying to just sitting around right now. I'm trying to get into a dungeon, but there's not too many people running trials and everything right now. It is Sunday. I would say Sunday is probably the slowest day for Neverwinter. You know, you don't want to be like me and waiting on the last day to do your stuff, because every Monday the game resets in terms of weekly progression, it's essentially called. You know, and you'll learn about that, like I said, as you level up and progress in the game, about weeklies, and you know, they're very important to the game as well. I noticed some things have changed, but from the vids I got, great idea so far, thank you. Well, I appreciate that, bud. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not I don't want to, let me see what I'm not the most like knowledgeable, you know what I mean. I don't know everything about everything in this game, but you know, I just kind of, the mistakes I made, and you know, the shit that I do now still, that, you know, if people out there want to play, you know, to the maximum capability of the game, or you know, they really want to invest that much time into the game, you know, I do like to provide that information as well. So I kind of like to provide information for everybody out there. Me myself, I would say I'm just a casual player anymore. I you know, definitely tone things down from a serious standpoint of how I was before, always trying to be, you know, top notch, you know what I mean, to kind of now where I'm just kind of, I come and go. I can't lie, I come and go. I enjoy it. And that's what it is for me. It's just about enjoying the game. I don't ever want to take it too serious anymore, because then at that point, you know, for me personally, it was, it loses something. I don't know what it is, but it just loses something. You come on and it doesn't feel as enjoyable as it used to. So, you know, you can take my advice, like I say, or, you know, find out, and maybe it's different for everybody. That's why I say it's always just my opinion. Everybody's different. Still trying to freaking find a dungeon group, but we out here. We out here. At least we'll get this prayer in.
Invoke your patron deity, and you shall be rewarded.
I mean, I do also got these maps too. You see, this is what I'm saying about your boy Sonny being lazy. Like, I got these maps that I really should go dig up, but it's just, I don't know. My excuse that I tell myself is I do like to wait for more to accumulate, just because these maps are kind of located all over Avernus. If you're not there yet, it's one of the newer module spots in the game. But essentially, it's the only spot it's the only spot where you can actually drive a vehicle, which is pretty cool. But the map itself is huge, and you know, I at least like 5 of them before I go dig it up, just because it makes the trip worth it for me. But I could just run over there and just kind of mop up some mobs, just kind of buy some time. So maybe I might just let's just queue up for this skirmish. Let's see kind of how the state of the game is right now. Usually the skirmish queue for me, I noticed throughout my years of playing, skirmish queue is a good indication of how many people are playing, you know, actively, I should say. Because you always see people in the game, but sometimes I be thinking they be bots. I'm not even gonna lie, yo. They be doing like some weird things. Like, I'm just like, how the hell is there a person behind it? Like, I'm just like, how is, no, there's no way. No way. Like, this dude is literally walking into a wall for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and you're just gonna keep walking into a wall. And I'm like, sure, maybe, you know, there's somebody out there, hey, they walk into a wall for 20 minutes, but you got me there. You got me there. So don't always be taking every person as a person, at least from my experience. I don't know if I should be saying that, but I believe it to be true. We're just gonna kind of chill over here. It's a little bit of a slow night, I could tell. This skirmish queue usually pops relatively quick. You're not waiting too long on it, but as you guys can see tonight, we are kind of having to wait, which isn't a bad thing, but it kind of lets me know that there's not also too many people out there killing it with the dungeon runs tonight as well. But unfortunately, yeah, I mean, I'm slacking. I don't think we're gonna head. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm definitely not gonna get my Sharndar done this week. I thought I was gonna be able. I'm not even gonna lie. I had the intention. I had all the intentions of getting it done today, and those missions were just too bad. I'm not even gonna lie. They were just too bad for me. Very monotonous. Too monotonous. Too monotonous. And then they were just in the same spot. And then I was only at 60. So what was I getting? 20 a pop. And I had to do 4 missions a piece. I would have had to do 8 more missions. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would have been able to. And that's why I say I don't take this game you know, probably as serious as a lot of other people out there. I just come on, like I say, have fun. Something about match left. I guess they're saying I didn't queue, because I'm not sure what happened there, but let's re-queue up. We are also snagging up a couple maps right now as well, which is pretty good. So now maybe one of these days during the week when we go live again, we'll be able to go dig up some maps. Because I can't give too much information about what the maps entail. So it's a little bit of a mystery. I am a little intrigued. And that's why I say 5 is also a good number to accumulate. It gives you kind of a good indication of you know, what you get in the boxes, instead of opening them up one at a time. Sometimes it matters like that, but I have noticed, you know, this is just me from, like I say, one of my little things is I have noticed throughout the years of playing, usually when you open things in quantity in Neverwinter, I don't know if, I can't say for 100%, you know, but I feel like you do get better pulls. You know, and they do say everything is RNG, which is essentially saying, you know, it's just completely random what you get and everything like that. But, you know, RNG or not, I feel open things at a clip as compared to just one at a time, and I think you'll see a difference in drops. And yeah, you guys let me know. Hey, if you have the same kind of experiences as me too. That's why I also like to get your guys' feedback, and that's why I enjoy going live stream as well. You know, at the end of the day, this is cool. Like I always say it when I go live, but this is dope that I get to talk to you guys and see where you guys are at with the game as well, and kind of how do you like the game, and what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on things, and just things of that nature in general. You know what I mean? And then I like to sometimes give that feedback in kind of my videos, and I know now that everybody has a platform, so I like to use my platform as another way of you know, speaking for, you know, having community feedback and letting sometimes these guys know that you know, our opinion matters. Like we're the ones playing the game. It's the minority. It's not, you know, at the end of the day, it's not the 1% of the people. Jeez Louise, everybody's leaving right now. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's not the, you know, I hate to be a bearer in that bad news, but the 1% of the population that plays this game, of the rich people, doesn't put money in Cryptic's pockets. It's the people who are new to the game, and the people who are, you know, leveling up in the game and who actually need stuff in the game are the ones spending money in the game. So I definitely feel we have an opinion. You know, not to say that everybody's opinion doesn't matter, but, you know, I do think sometimes people get a little butthurt when things get scaled down and things are made easier and that things of the nature. But at the same time, you know, you have to understand that people who come into this game, you know, want to be able to do damage too. They want to be able to complete the dungeon too. They don't always want to be carried through the dungeon. I know people, you know, just because they're a little under-leveled and they're not wearing the best in slot gear doesn't mean that they don't want to enjoy the game just as you are. You know, so there has to be a balance, and I don't think that's talked about enough, to be honest. I think people just kind of want, you know, this perfect game, and they just want things their way, like fucking Burger King, but it's not how it works. You gotta, you know, you gotta try to make as many people as you can happy. And if that means making, you know, the majority happy, then hey, it's just how business works. Happened to me in World of Warcraft. I got burned out doing too much. Exactly. And that's what sometimes I think as well too. Like, these people who just take this game too seriously. No disrespect, but like, it's a video game. It's a video game at the end of the day. I'm actually just gonna leave. We're gonna leave that one. That one's going like OD sus. But yeah, like, you know, and maybe I'm wrong, you know, like I always say, it's just my opinion and kind of my thoughts on things, but like, you know, sometimes maybe some of these people just take this game too serious, you know, and I understand. You drop hundreds and thousands, you know, whatever, people drop hundreds of dollars, you drop thousands of dollars, you know, I know people who've done it all, but you know, that's no game lasts forever. That's the number one thing. I don't think there's any game, you know, that just lasts forever, and no game can also stay the same. It has to evolve over time. It has to change. Has to stay, you know, concurrent, right? Is that the word I want to use? Concurrent with other MMO titles out there. You know, this is you know, it does follow the standard D&D dungeon. Not that many people, you know, keep up with that aspect of the game, the lore purposes, but, you know, I did learn a little bit myself, and, you know, just, it does come with that as well. As, you know, Dungeons and Dragons gets updated, Neverwinter, you know, has to follow the guidelines and update, you know, update as well. It's just part of. So, you know, not to say that everything is kind of, you know, you know, that for that specific reason, but that also is a, you know, sometimes within the changes, you know, maybe there were certain things that you liked previously, but just got updated, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying as well too. You know, that's a great point. It's not, you know, that's a very strong strong thing, paid to play it. So I definitely agree with that. I don't think it's pay to play because you don't have to pay to play. You know, unfortunately, there's an OG. I'm talking about, you know, one of the reasons why I, you know, make content, and that was FN Husa 57. He still makes content, but you know, it's just not Neverwinter based. But he was a free to play player, and he, you know, he set the standard for, you know, that even free to play players could have access to, you know, everything in the game. You know, you didn't have to put money into it, and you know, it was inspiration. Like, you know, that. Of course, I can't lie, things are different. You know, a little bit different now, but at the same time, no, you still don't need to spend any money into this game if you don't want to. And then, like you said, you can actually buy a level 70 guy in the Zen market. Believe it or not, I will show you in a second. It's called like a Sergeant Knock. Let me see. I'll check it out right now, just to show you before I forget. Services, right here, level 70 characters. So you could essentially buy a level 70 for 5,000, which is a little crazy. So for those people out there who don't want to grind the story, there is that option. You know, this is an MMO at the end, and this is a business, so they are going to have that option for those people out there who do want to spend the money. Hey, you can. I don't recommend that because, you know, you just won't, not even you just won't know the story. You just won't even know your tune as well. You won't know how he plays. You won't know how he feels. For sure, you might not even know if you like him at a higher level. You know what I mean? Because the way you start off in player isn't going to be sometimes the way you end. So that's also something to think about as well. But if they don't want to see the experience of the story, that's their loss. Exactly. You know, that's one of the, and I think sometimes people forget that. You know, this game does have story. It does entail a story. It does follow a theme. It does follow a pattern. You know, I believe it's not. I want to say it's in order. Like if you were to go through Neverwinter and kind of when each mod was released and things of that nature. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not even gonna lie. The order of the mods, it has been a while. And unfortunately, if you didn't play on computer to start Neverwinter, you actually didn't get to experience all the mods. Console did not start on the first module. Console started, I believe, on mod 5, I want to say. So PC already had, I believe that's, you know, each year pretty much essentially a new mod comes out. So that's almost 5 years of you know, content. Essentially, if back then they followed the same kind of order of release of things, which, you know, maybe it was a little bit different, but essentially 5 years of head start on this game. And I do think maybe one day, I can't lie, I wish they would bring back that old content, even if it was just for kind of nostalgia purposes, just to kind of give those players out there who want that experience of seeing how the game was when it first came out. I think would be a little crazy idea. Maybe on their next anniversary, I think that'd be a cool idea. You know, something to throw out there, cryptic. I know y'all be watching my streams. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool, I think. And I think some of the, even maybe there's a couple fans out there to this day who were able to see that and kind of revisit it. Would be awesome. For $50 you get a 70. Essentially, yeah. That's exactly how that works. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. And you know, hey, that's what I say, to each their own. Like essentially, you could, you know, I don't want to get crazy with it, but if you had relatively $1,000, which, you know, it is a lot of money, but you know, I know people who can drop 1,000 and not bat an eye, so you know, it's not really a lot. But essentially, $1,000 and boom, you can have yourself a good-looking tune. You know, I don't want to. You definitely won't be able to get yourself everything you need, but hey, you can be up to level 80. Let's see, buy your boons. You know, you could definitely. I would recommend you buy your campaigns. So yeah, I mean, you're already right up and caught up with everything, essentially, and surpassed. You know, good shit. Years worth of work. Because I mean, this game is definitely, you know, it's a standard MMO, so it does take a long time to grind each zone if you were to, you know, go ahead and complete them. Because like I said, these mods that came out and you know, one after the other, so the people who got to play them at those specific times, you know, got to reap that reward of just playing the new stuff as it came out. I can't lie, I was part of that for a little bit back in the day on Xbox. You know, more specifically, you know, when the game first, I'm playing Neverwinter on console, not since it first came out, because I didn't have my Xbox One for a while when the game first came out, but you know, maybe like 1 or 2 months, and I had my Xbox One, and this was one of the first games I downloaded, and you know, I've seen a lot of crazy things. A lot of crazy things. This game has undergone many changes throughout the years, and I can say that respectfully, I think it's at a pretty good point, considering how things are and how things are going in the future. I mean, like I always say in these live streams, if you really want to keep up to date, follow them on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, you know, hey, you can make a Twitter. You can follow Cryptic. You can also follow me if you want. Plug myself real quick. But yeah, they post all their updates on there, and that's pretty much the first place to know what you need, and if maintenance is extended for that day, or you know what events are being released for this week, and it's just a great place to get information. I know not everybody out there has a Twitter, so, but unfortunately, that is one of the better spots for Cryptic. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Which box is this? I think it's Underdark. Probably can't make a key. Nah, I can't make a key. And I'm not wasting a dragon key on this chest, that's for sure. But, let's see. Let's go back up here. Let's go ahead and I think though, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and essentially wrap things up here tonight. So if you guys have anybody else has a question they want to throw out before dismissing tonight, you know, I think we had a good stream. Glad everybody, as always, stopped by, show some love. You know, even if it was just for a little bit, appreciate it. Hopefully now I got my stream set up a lot better for you guys. That one guy did point out to me my audio was a little high, so hopefully it's good now. You know, this is what I'm just trying to, you know, just touch up a couple more things on the stream, you know, make sure that's all good, and every time I go live I can just kind of enjoy it and enjoy it with you guys as well. This is why, you know, personally for me, I enjoy going live over making videos and everything. But yeah, I mean, I don't know where I was going. I'm gonna stay here at least for a little bit longer. Let me see. Make sure I don't have to. I think we're short a little bit. No? Did we get enough for today? Nope, we're short by 10. We're short for a little bit by today. I mean, a little disappointing, but at least we got something. You know, something's better than nothing. We got that 100,000 from Sharndar. And I think as it stands right now, we really don't need to spend our money. We're kind of just saving it up for now. I mean, in terms of our stuff, we're pretty much the same as we were the last couple streams. I really don't upgrade myself too much. At least for now, I don't really see the need to. Last call to... Oh, here we go. Well, never mind, guys. I guess we're not going to end the stream. Let's see. If we get an invite in here, we'll go ahead and wrap it. No, look at that. No, we're not done yet. I lied. You see, you never know how things are going to happen here on this stream. My apologies, guys. I'm sitting here saying it's over. It's not over yet. It's not over. It's not over. But, let's go ahead and see if we can get this money. And this is what's the word I want to use? This is an alliance queue, so I'm hoping we got some good DPS in here, and this won't take too long. But yeah, after this one, though, we will be done officially. So if y'all already left, it's cool. I understand, but hey, we're gonna get this out here a little bit longer tonight. Yeah, because what did we have tonight? We had Tiamat. So let's see what else we get. I'm gonna say I wouldn't mind Swarborg. I wouldn't mind Swarborg to end the night. That's a pretty easy one. But I think we're gonna get Demo. I'm feeling Demo, but I would rather Swarborg. Hi, Gabe. Thanks for the stream. Oh, yeah. Not yet, bud, right? Surprise. That's what I mean. Hey, we'll figure, hey, why not? This was we were looking for this. If you guys are just joining the stream or you guys have been here for a little bit, we were looking to run a dungeon before, but unfortunately we couldn't find nobody. So now that the opportunity is here, I feel we gotta take it. Waiting for map. Let's see if I was right, though. 50-50. Man, do I know this game? Do I fucking know this game, dude? Come on, man. I said I felt it. I felt it. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And y'all gotta watch. That's why y'all gotta come back to these streams, because you're gonna see, like, it ain't even like, this ain't even my first time to be calling stuff like this. It just be funny because I be getting these feelings in my... I just get a feeling. I don't know. I just get a feeling. And I just know. But, Epic Demo. The longest one. The longest one. See, you can't make this shit up. But what we got? We got one person just standing here. You gotta hear, bud. Oh, come on. And of course, we gotta get a Butterhead. We gotta get a Butterhead right now. And I just seen him move, too. Oh. What the hell? Am I tweaking, or is this dude just, like, changed in front of us, right? Like... I don't know. I could have sworn that guy just changed in front of our eyes like a fucking magician. Ain't that something? We got a magic show. But how's this, like, I do need you guys' input. How's, like, the stream quality? Like, it's not lagging, my mic isn't too loud, or, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I do need you guys' help on that aspect. Because I can't lie, I've been tinkering with my stuff all day, but it seems it's always different, you know, on my end than it is for you guys. Because I do want to slowly start to increase the quality, because I don't know how it looks right now, but we are at some low end settings, which it doesn't actually, I'm a little surprised. It doesn't look as bad as I thought. for the settings that we're at. If I showed you, you guys probably would be, I mean, maybe you might even be a little surprised, but or maybe you guys can tell that it looks shitty. I can't lie, on my screen, that's what I say, on the monitor I'm playing on, it does look, it looks good. I can definitely tell it's not like detailed, but the longer the stream, the better for me. I thank you, but I appreciate that. I'm not even... See what I'm saying? Y'all be making my night. Y'all put a smile on my face. I appreciate that. I see you guys. See, I can't believe I ain't even gonna lie. You got me. I got a smile on my face right now. I was gonna put on my camera tonight, but fortunately we're burning it down a little bit before, so I don't know if I'll get in trouble for doing shit like that on YouTube. I don't know how their policies and stuff work, but I rather, you know what I mean. So other than that, sometimes that's what I mean. Sometimes we'll have on our camera, sometimes we won't. I mean, I could even turn it on right now. I'm not doing anything, but you know, that's why I say you gotta come back. Just depends on the night. You never know, you know. Sometimes we get to our special guests every once in a while. Bring Nipsey to the party. That's always oh man. That's always entertaining. Entertaining, I'd say the least. But cause you never know what, I don't know. Jeez. When I'm with Nipsey, you never know what happens. What happens. And then I also will go back myself and watch the stream and kind of check out, see how things are running too. Because we did have music on before. I did kind of turn it off though, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of, I gotta find a good soundtrack. I can't lie, that one wasn't really my style. A couple of the songs there were a little too, I don't even know, a little too raw. That's the word, like too raw for me. Oh, there goes my brother streaming. Check him out, XV Panda. Go show my brother some love after this one. Go make his night too. He be working hard. Ooh, excuse me. He'll be the next up and comer here in the family. He's kind of like me. He's like his brother. He doesn't always, his consistency is second to none, but he gives you that energy. Maybe I should put on some music though, just for yeah, just for a couple different reasons. To see never mind, let me see. Boop. I just want to check the audio with that as well and see if where it's at is good. So let me see. Of course, we got the no copyright sound. We ain't trying to get demonetized, her. A lot of these are like, no. Let's just put regular. Let's see. And then you guys can, top 50 songs, eh? Let's see. Alright. Put the music back on. Bring back up the chat for a little bit. Like I said, if you guys got any questions before we go ahead and wrap things up tonight, just put them in the chat. I appreciate y'all staying to the end. I'm telling you, like, I know it sounds cliche and everything, and y'all hear it from me a million times, I'm telling you, but I really do appreciate taking the time out of your day. Y'all show me more love and support than my own family, so that's why y'all don't even understand for me. So it means a lot more to me. But so that's why I say I appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys around the stream more. You know, don't be a stranger. You guys can ask questions, and we talk about anything here. You know, some days we'll talk about football, some days we'll talk about basketball, talk about the weather. You know what I mean? We'll talk about a little bit of everything. We're not boring around here. We're not one-dimensional. I mean, I do play Neverwinter, but I'm not gonna lie, I also do like to play other games. So some of my streams will be Call of Duty. That is one of those games I do be playing pretty heavy. And the new season is out, so you will definitely be seeing that some point during this week. I'm not sure which day, because unfortunately I can't say I have a consistent enough schedule. But I'm gonna, the missus and I determine maybe like 3 times or something, you know what I mean? Start off small, because I tried to go for 5 days a week. It's just not possible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't do it. I know it sounds weird or something. I don't know what it is. But just, that's why I say I give crazy amounts of credit to these guys who do this for full time, or who really put in, you know, like job hours with this. I mean, it's different. It's a different type of mindset you need to have, and you know, I'm gonna slowly accumulate to building up to it, or you know, maybe I just 3 days a week is all I can do, and you know what I mean. And that's what I say. Let's see. We'll try. You never know. Maybe one of these days before the end of the year. Still early. We in February. Like this year, you know, if you guys are new to the channel, last year, you know, one of my goals for this year was to get the streaming set up, get that right, get a good streaming schedule. You know, we started in the beginning of the year. I can't lie. We were on a good little flow, but of course we fell off the wagon as usual. But I think this year we, you know, well, not this year, but this month, well, March, I want to say, we will definitely, I'm going to, you know, really ramp down and kind of figure out exactly. I think I'm going to be streaming again back to the morning, like I did previously. I would go live around like 10 o'clock, right? And then I would usually stay live till about 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It just depends. You know, because usually earlier in the morning does work better for me. Not that to say that these late night streams aren't good, but you know, especially during the week, late night streams probably won't be possible as much as per se the weekend for sure. But yeah, we're definitely going to be wrapping up here for tonight, goes. I don't know what word I said there. But we're definitely gonna be wrapping up here for tonight. This is the last time I will say, because I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of hearing it, but thank you sticking around to the end. And yeah, I mean, shit, y'all have a great night, or you know, if it's daytime, or you know, and y'all be safe out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, as I always tell people. And damn, I mean, yeah, I don't know how to end things, you know what I mean? I don't really know how to end the stream yet. That's something we gotta get out of here, because I'm a rambler. I'll ramble. So we're just gonna make this quick. Like I said, y'all have a good night, and until next time, as always, peace out.